Yantiv, Chag Sameach. Upon leaving Egypt, the Israelites carried with them a fair amount of wealth. For we read in the book of Exodus, and they asked of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold. In preparation for their journey and ultimate destination, what the Israelites took with them made perfect sense. The people of Israel prepared themselves for their journeys and inevitable uncertainties. Moses, on the other hand, took something entirely different, something without monetary worth. For we also read in the book of Exodus, and Moses took the bones of Joseph with him. The contrast between what the Israelites took with them to what their faithful leader took is revealing. Venturing out into uncharted desert, uncertain and scared, rebellious and headstrong, the Israelites loaded up with objects that were both portable and valuable. With justification, they were concerned for their future. Moses, on the other hand, carried with him the bones of Joseph. He was concerned about his people's past. For Moses, from where he and his people had come, was as important as where they were headed. The bones of Joseph was one in a series of vivid reminders of where the Israelites had ventured. Moses figured if one knows one's past, one can deal more openly with one's future. Melding the two accounts together, we are provided with a good example that fits beautifully into the theme of our Yizkor service. The Yizkor service is an important ritual that occurs 3 times a year. It occurs on Passover, on Shavuot, and on Sukkot, as well as Yom Kippur. It teaches that what occurred in the past influences what occurs in the present. The late, great Rabbi Pinchas Peli would tell a story of 2 men who, while lost in a wood, found each other. In the course of their acquaintance, the 2 men discussed from where each had come. Figuring out where the other had ventured gave the men insight into the correct path that would lead them to safety. What better experience illustrates this than the inseparable link of the past and the future than Passover and Shavuot? It is not only those seated at the Passover Seder table that illustrates the point, but those who are not. The empty chair that once was used by now deceased loved ones immediately propels us back into our history. Our tradition teaches that we must never forget. But the Passover Seder also pushes us beyond the present to the future, to Shavuot. Our feast of freedom leads to our feast of celebration at the giving of the Torah. Our freedom was for a purpose, for a Torah-guided life. It teaches us to learn the history of our people so that we may act with greater godliness, with greater sensitivity and kindness to others. In remembering those who have died, we have the opportunity to relive all the good that they brought to the world. Our deceased loved ones continue to exist in the minds and hearts of those they left behind. While traveling to our Holy Land, the Israelites took jewels of silver and jewels of gold. Moses took the bones of Joseph. The Torah illustrates the inseparable link between the past and the future. Passover immerses us into the past, while it propels us towards Shavuot and into the future. Through our observance and determination to maintain our age-old tradition, we ourselves become a living bridge spanning the past and lifting us into the future. Once again, Chag Sameach, a happy and joyous Shavuot to all. Good Yantiv.
Adonai בבוקר יציץ וחלף, לערב ימולל ויבש, למנות ימינו כאין הודה, ונביא לבב חוכמה.
Adonai, what are human beings that you take account of them? Mortals that you care for them. Humans are as a breath, their days like a passing shadow. In the morning they flourish anew, in the evening they shrivel and die. Teach us to count each day, that we may acquire a heart of wisdom. We read responsively the selection in English entitled, There is a Time. There is a time for everything, for all things under the sun. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to laugh and a time to cry. A time to dance and a time to mourn. A time to seek and a time to lose. A time to forget and a time to remember. This day, in sacred convocation, remember those who gave us life. Remember those who enriched our lives with love and beauty, kindness and compassion, thoughtfulness and understanding. We renew our bonds to those who have gone the way of all the earth, to those whose memory moves us this day. As we reflect upon them, we seek consolation and the strength and the insight born of faith.
Shiviti Adonai, lenegdit tamid, ki mimini balemot,
The deaths of those we now remember left holes in our lives. But we are grateful for the gift of their lives, and we are strengthened by the blessings that they left us and the precious memories that comfort and sustain us as we recall them this day. Join in the responsive reading entitled Backwards and Forwards. Looking backward, we recall our ancestry. Looking forward, we confront our destiny. Looking backward, we reflect on our origins. Looking forward, we choose our path. Remembering that we are a tree of life, not letting go, holding on. And holding to, we walk into the unknown, beckoning future with our past beside us. Let's read responsively the selection entitled, We Remember Them. At the rising of the sun and at its going down, we remember them. The blowing of the wind and in the chill of the winter, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them.
At the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of summer, we remember
them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of the autumn, we remember them.
At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them.
As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. We take this time now to spend in thought and reflection, offering our Yizkor prayers for those we love who are no longer with us. We turn now to our communal remembrance as we recite an El Malei Rachamim for the 6 million martyrs of our people.
במעלות קדושים וטהורים כזוהר הרקיע מזהירים לנשמות ישראל שננמכו בשור
Treblinka,
Anashim,
Dachau,
Nashim,
Lodz,
Vetav,
Warsaw,
Shenechneku,
Sobibor,
Veshenishrefu,
Chelmno,
Veshenehego,
Baidanik,
Shemasero and Nafshotem,
Belzik,
Al Kiddush Hashem,
Buchenwald, Bergen-Belsen,
Hanabar Harachamim,
Theresienstadt,
Hastierem Beseder Rafecha Leolamim,
Birkenau,
Utzeror Mizrachayim et Nishmotayim,
Auschwitz,
Adonai Nachalatam,
Bnei Radom,
Ve'anachu v'shalom al mishkavoteihem, Ve'nomar Amen.
O God, exalted and full of compassion, grant perfect peace in your sheltering presence among the holy and pure, to the souls of those members of the house of Israel, men, women, and children, who were suffocated, slaughtered, gassed, and burnt to ashes in the Holocaust and all of the concentration camps. Master of mercy, we beseech you, remember all the worthy and righteous deeds that they performed in the land of the living, and their unfulfilled potential, taken from them so cruelly and inhumanely. May their memory endure, inspiring truth and loyalty in our lives. May their souls be bound up in the bond of life. The Lord is their portion. May they rest in peace. And may God also be mindful of the souls of all our brothers and sisters, valiant soldiers of the Israeli Defense Forces, who sacrificed their lives for the sanctification of the holy name and for the protection and honor of the Holy Land, given to his people Israel in sacred promise. Grant that their heroism and self-sacrificing devotion find response in our hearts, and the purity of their souls be reflected in our lives. May their souls be bound up in the bonds of eternal life, an everlasting blessing among us. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
We now offer a memorial prayer to the members of our community.
Hail Malei Rachamim, Shochein Bameromim, Hametzei Menuchanechona Tachat Kanefei השכינה במעלות קדושים וטהורים כאזור הרקיע מזהירים לנשמות כל אלה שהזכרנו היום לברכה שהלכו לעולמם בגן עדן תהי מנוחתם אנא בעל הרחמים הסתירם בסתר כנפיך לעולמים וצרור מזון החיים נשמותיהם אדוני ונחלתם וינוחו בשלום על משכבותיהם ונאמר
Adonai roi lo echsar binot sheyabitzeni amei menuchot yenaleini nafshi yesholem yalcheni b'malchei tzedek yalcheni b'malchei tzedek למען שמו Adonai
Yitpal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagalau v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam omei almaya. Yitborach v'yishtabach v'yitboar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekutsha brichu. Le'elo mikol birchata v'shirata tuz bechata v'nechemata d'amiran bi'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav u'brachamav yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru
Amen.
We are known as the people of hope, and so we conclude with an anthem of hope, Hatikva.
Kol balevav penima nefesh Yehudi omiya ulfatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia olam dating vateinu hatikva bat shnot alpayim liot mechoveshi be'artzeinu eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim liot mechoveshi be'artzeinu eretz Zion